We're here. I'm here. Where are you?
I'm here. This is the final time I'm going to be doing the podcast from
It's
this
the
place.
final countdown. Never
Anyway.
mind. I've heard that song's very expensive.
Oh yeah,
Very expensive. So
we
actually,
just screwed that
we're
up.
gonna stop
Man,
there.
hopefully that was enough, and we don't. It's already going to shut the show down immediately, right at the beginning, right off the bat. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yes, I got a box behind me. I took down all the scarves. I took down the usual barricade that would be up. I am moving. I'm actually moving a week from today officially, so I can't wait to see how I look next Thursday because that's going to be fun. I'll be coming off of
shave and
Well,
get a
no,
different
I'm gonna
colored
be-
hat.
I'm going to be coming off of the normal job at
Okay.
like 5:30 in the morning, and then at 2 hours later, the movers are showing up to get my stuff, and I'm moving in, and yeah. Oh, what is?
I love that you chose because you'd asked me and talked to me about movers and how movers worked out and the thoughts of it, and I'm so glad that you're using movers. It's the best. Some of the best money you can spend on that kind of stuff is just hiring someone else to walk.
I'm gonna
in,
feel
pick
weird
the shit
standing
up,
there just
put it
watching
in.
them.
Don't. You're paying them. I had to do that same mental gymnastic in my head. Don't. You're gonna do that thing where because you're a good person.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to help somebody. You're paying them a lot of money.
Like they told me, like I called even and I said, "Do you want me to just put the clothes in the dresser, or
No.
like they're like leave the clothes in the dresser?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"What? Just leave the clothes in
Yeah.
the dresser? Like
Yeah.
that doesn't that make it heavier?" Like I don't know.
We had a cabinet that we were like, oh, we need to take all the stuff out of this thing, right? And they said, no, just tape all the drawers closed. Just tape everything closed. We'll just pick the whole thing up and move it. They just picked up the whole thing and they just totally moved it. And I think that goes to let the professionals do their job. And we're not professionals,
No.
but we're here to do not a job, something we just do for fun.
We're not professionals. When we're at the age also where any injury we get moving a couch is going to linger for at least a year.
I've got a lot of injuries going on because I've got one. I just went to the doctor today.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went to the doctor this morning before I went to work. Got a regular checkup, but I got the checkup for a specific reason. I'm getting it earlier than I normally would, my yearly checkup.
Yeah.
I have a hernia. I have an adult umbilical hernia. I've had it for like 2 years. But it's one of those ones that's manageable. Apparently, it's been fine. It's never been bothering. But about the point where I'm going to go get it taken care of. But to get the referral updated to go to the specialist, I had to go get my checkup done. So I went and did that today.
Gotcha.
But yeah, have you ever had a hernia?
No.
So hold on. I got it. I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna show you. So
Wait, no. What?
Yeah.
Huh? I was not prepared for this. We talked for like 45 minutes, bro, and you did not tell me I'm going to have to. Oh, it's a micro penis. What is that?
No, it's not a micro penis. That's our
You have a
hernia.
micro penis.
That's what I have going on in the front part of my stomach.
You have 2 micro penises.
Well, I've
Sorry. Anyway, so okay, no. Maturity, adult umbilical hernia. I'm sorry you're going through that.
no,
Is that your belly button?
yes. So it's
I don't wanna see it.
mine's right above my belly button. This is right on the belly button. So mine's like right above my belly button right here. But
Yeah.
no, apparently it's a tear in the wall,
Okay.
and your intestines pop out of your body, and you push them back in when it bothers you, and hopefully no one ever like Batman supervillain baseball bats you in the stomach, because then you might die. It's not that bad though. Like from what I understand, hernia surgery is a very normal process. It's one of the like minor surgeries people get in their life. So
If a supervillain did attack you,
with it.
I know who could save
I didn't say
you.
supervillain. I said Batman villain. So I'm talking like the
Batman
low-level
supervillain.
street thug. No, Batman doesn't fight supervillains.
No.
Batman doesn't. He fights villains. He has bad guys. But I wouldn't consider anybody that Batman fights a super villain. Superman fight Lex Luthor's a super villain. Magneto's a super villain. The Joker's a criminal.
What's Ra's al
Bane's
Ghul?
a criminal. Okay. Ra's al Ghul might be a super villain.
Ra's is one of the only ones I can think of.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, what about no, okay,
Is
I
Mr.
jumped.
Freeze a super villain?
Clayface?
Mr. Freeze might be a super villain. No, Clayface is a monster. I think that's a monster. It's like
Okay.
Man-Bat's not a super villain. Man-Bat's just a monster.
Man-Bat was created.
But he's a monster. He's not a criminal.
Okay.
Like the Joker's like a thug. He's trying to get money and stuff.
He's trying to no. He doesn't want anything. He just wants to watch the world burn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now go watch some Peaky Blinders. And well, you're already wearing the hat.
What does Peaky Blinders have to do with
Usually people
Joker?
that quote the Heath Ledger Joker are like the same people that like watch Peaky Blinders and wear like really thick wool overcoats and like...
It's not wool.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what you're
Like the pea coat?
Yes, like a pea coat.
It's a badass coat.
So I've been only drinking the ice or the water that's been
I'm
melting
Brendan,
out of my ice.
and that's Mike.
I'm Mike. This is
I'm
Two Dudes
Brendan.
Wearing Hats. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, or if you've already turned it off. Go to 2dwh.com. You see the logo right there in the middle. That'll take you to everywhere that you can like, hear, watch, smell, or taste what we do. That'll take you to links to the YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. There's no TikTok. We have a TikTok. We don't do anything on there yet, but eventually we will.
We'll start putting up clips. We're not going to go live or anything, but that's where funny clips.
Yeah, and we're live on Instagram as well right now. So
If we're ever funny, it'll show up there.
if we're ever funny,
I am drinking a classic small batch brewed light beer, 4% alcohol.
drinking beer
95
first.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I mean, you are. If you are, fine.
This beer's motto is "The garage is always open."
Garage beer.
Garage beer.
What a great beer.
It is pretty easy drinking. It is a damn good beer. Yeah, it's just an easy drinking. I do like how it says, "This is the side of the can where the beer brands tell you their story, but we thought you would rather just drink a beer with your buddies. Garage beer is light, refreshing, made with the highest quality ingredients, blah, blah, blah." And it's local for us. I mean, it's amazing how much it's getting national coverage with the Kelseys. And hey, what are you doing with some Tennessee whiskey?
It's one of those days, sir. I'm having a little glass of Jack Daniels on the rocks.
Jack Daniels and you, that means something happened. Is it your hernia? Sorry.
This is how you fix a hernia. It's just a bunch of
God,
Jack
I
Daniels.
did.
I also saw the comment Two-Face in the chat.
You should never ask about a hernia and laugh at the same time. I feel bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I see Two-Face in the chat, and that made me wonder if that was a question about the supervillain conversation or my hernia. Does my hernia look like Two-Face when it pops out of its? Because essentially what it is my abdomen muscle has a tear in it, and my intestines.
No, we're good. We're good. No, we're good.
Jack Nicholson's through my stomach, like. Hello.
Here's intestes.
What did you eat for lunch today?
All right,
So-
that's terrible. What is
Cheers.
wrong with us? Cheers. So,
Let's check that. Liquid banana.
speaking
I will
of
never drink. I
villains,
will never drink. I will never drink Jack Daniels and not taste banana.
you get banana from it?
I've always gotten banana off of Jack Daniels. I did a banana.
Charcoal filtration for you equals banana?
I'm not going to say all charcoal filtration. There's specific Southern Tennessee mash bill with the charcoal filtration, aged the way they age it. Their combination to me, I get banana, Laffy Taffy, banana notes.
I haven't
It
had
doesn't
Jack
taste like
Daniels
banana.
in a long
I'm not saying
time.
banana in like banana flavoring added to something, but like very just a light banana aftertaste. I swear, I promise. If you're watching this, you think I'm fucking crazy. Go get some Jack Daniels, take a sip on the rocks, and think about Donkey Kong.
We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. Not after that. Not after that.
Speaking of Batman and villains, did you hear what Joe got?
Joe Joe Burrow.
The Joe Mobile. Apparently, now I haven't watched this season of Hard Knocks. Have you watched Hard Knocks yet?
I'm one episode in. I'm one episode with about probably 10 minutes left because I'm old, and it was time to, I knew it was time to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I knew it was time to go to bed. So turned it off, realizing I'm going to come back and watch this later.
They're bashing your Jack Daniels in the chat.
That's okay. You can bash Jack Daniels. I'm the one who has to drink it, not you. This is before you. This is entertainment. See? It's delicious.
So yeah,
Jack Daniels is
so apparently if you are the best quarterback in the league and you don't have a defense, the way that you recover from that is you buy the Batmobile for $2.9 million.
Nobody can protect me. I have nobody guarding me. Nobody going for. You know what I need? A tank. Because it's a
great idea, actually. What's better than an offensive line? Batmobile.
Well, and to what you referenced, the one he bought isn't the 1989 one from the Tim Burton film that had the big wings on the back of it that was real sleek with the big turbine in the front. It's not the Adam West one from the 66 show.
No.
With the two open seats. It's the fucking Christopher Nolan tank.
Yeah, it's
with the gigantic wheels.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it says functional but not street legal.
Yeah, right.
So you can't drive it anywhere.
Gonna play with it in his driveway. I mean,
you'd have to have it on like a private track.
Go down to the Kentucky Speedway or something like that.
I guess wherever you keep it. I guess the place you keep it, you probably drive it. You probably keep it somewhere that has a track. I doubt he's just gonna have that chilling at his house. Like, well, actually.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I would have it. I'd have it.
Let's say, just think about it though. It's 2 a.m. You're in a rough part of town, and Joe's out driving his Batmobile.
What does that do for me?
No, wait. I'm just telling you. Do you care if it's street legal? It could be Batman. Like, I think you just let the Batmobile go. Who cares if it's Joe? I mean, if it's Joe Burrow or it's Batman, either way, fuck it. Let him drive it. He spent $2.9 million on it.
Yeah, but he can't put the suit on. The last thing we need is Joe Burrow not being able to move his neck any more than he already can when he's in the pocket. Are you kidding me? I love you, Joe Burrow. I'm sorry.
He needs some home remedies.
He needs some home remedies.
I got a good home remedy for you.
He bought a Batmobile. That's a home remedy, right?
Yeah, this is a different home remedy.
He doesn't get it for like a whole year.
This is from one of our former wide receivers and one of your favorite people. Ocho. So in 2016, this actually came out first, but on a podcast this week, it was brought back up. And the podcast was, the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. Ocho Cinco revealed a unique approach to preventing ankle sprains. He would collect warm urine from his teammates.
Stop. What? No. This isn't... No.
Johnson said he used to collect, quote, warm urine from my teammates, heat it up, and put it on my ankle for 30 minutes. Put my ankle in it for 30 minutes as a home remedy. He reiterated the effectiveness of this method, saying, it worked. There's a reason I've never been injured. Home remedies. I'm sitting here with living proof.
Stop. We have to break that whole first part down.
Hang on real quick. Throughout his 11-year career, he only missed 10 games, spending 10 seasons with the Bengals. He credited his grandmother for the idea, and he also explained how he enlisted his teammates' help.
You can't hold... Well...
Go ahead. Continue.
Pseudoscience. You can't just connect things. Sticking your foot in pee isn't... You can't say... Sticking your foot in piss is the reason you didn't break your ankle. That's like that. You can't say that. You can't just go, well, I never broke my ankle. Why? To piss? It's not the rigorous hours of training or the physical conditioning or a little genetic.
I wonder where his grandmother found out about the idea.
Excellence in there. Where did she get her leg pissed on at? That's my question. Is this like and what remedy? What's so bad? What's wrong with your feet on a regular basis that piss is better? And let's break down the other part of that. Collected the piss from his teammates.
Yep.
So,
quote, this is how I was able to collect it all at one time, right?
This is what I was curious.
Yeah, here's what he said. Quote, this is how I was able to collect it all at one time, right? You get to the team meetings in the morning. Hey, y'all, boy, do me a favor. My ankle kind of fucked up. I need you all to drink a lot of water at one time. So then when we break from meeting, if you pee, there's a bucket in the bathroom. Boom, you're all peeing in that bucket for me. So he would put a bucket in the bathroom. He'd tell them to drink a lot of water at the early morning. And then when they would break during the day and they would go to the bathroom, he would ask them to fill the bucket in there and he would stick his foot in it. You look sad.
Recently, a story came out about The Rock, where on set, apparently he pisses in water bottles to save time from having to leave set and go to the bathroom, and that he has hands the piss bottle to.
And he admitted it. Yeah.
My mind jumps to the idea of there has to be a person or a team, like the piss people. Like, is he cleaning up the bucket? When he's done, is he actually just taking the bucket and I can't picture Ocho Cinco walking around with a bucket of piss up to a sink, just like, all right, done with that, tapping it out, putting some like Dial dish soap in there.
Why do the Bengals go through so many fucking water boys and towel boys?
Yeah, and when you start working there, let's say you work at what was at the time Paul Brown Stadium. Yeah. You're like
A-core.
4 days into working there, and they're finally like, okay, you're on. Today you are assigned to locker room, whatever that duty is, that team, that squad, and you're cleaning up. And
have you ever wanted to meet Ocho Cinco?
Yeah. How do they approach that guy? How do they approach you the first time that you're the one that has to do that? Or even just if you don't even
who manages the pee bucket?
It's there. Is there a pee bucket manager? Is that on somebody's, like, can somebody one day put that on their resume?
It was probably, who probably had to do it?
Who?
Hushmanzada.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know. What would be the punishment for who would have to, I don't know. Maybe whoever, if anybody threw picks. No, back in the day, it would have been Andy Dalton.
Yeah. So, I mean, thinking about asking your teammates to piss in a bucket. That's the thing. Like, okay, so somebody, first off, he's doing it. This is a multi-level issue. He's doing it.
Uh-huh.
He's doing it.
Doing it. What?
No one in the organization is like, dude, you can't do that. Like, nobody. The manager or the coach, the GM, the building manager.
He got inducted into the Ring of Fame.
But you can't, that doesn't correlate.
You
cannot sit there and say
put your foot in PP. You're going to go in the Ring of Fame.
There's no evidence.
No ankle injury.
That's all I'm missing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're going to go start running the 440, y'all.
Just tinkle down your leg.
2025's number one wide receiver right here, Mike Pissfoot McLaren. Let's go. Pissy toes McGee over here. No, that's what we need. That's what you need. We need to kick.
They call him Twinkle Toes? No, Tinkle Toes.
He's the only wide receiver with a rider. They have to buy a new foot bath every game because he has to fill. He's just sitting on the sidelines with one of those, like, sitting on the sidelines with the big cape, the winter cape on, and your feet just in a bucket of hot piss that's bubbling.
Okay, you've gone far enough. Bucket of hot piss is where I draw the line.
Ocho Cinco in 20-degree weather with his feet in a bucket, and you can see the steam, and it's kind of yellow.
Oh man, can you imagine those games at Lambeau? Those games at Lambeau were bad.
Oh my
5-gallon
God,
bucket was steaming. Oh God. Anyway, what have you been watching? What have you been playing? What have you been looking forward to? What do you got? What have you been? Anything exciting about you at all?
Not. I jump back into DayZ. I jump back
Daisy.
into that. I've kind of been trying to get
What's
into
going on
that
with
a
your
little bit
character's
more.
life in there? Last time I saw you, I dropped in on one of your streams. You had taken a goat out and were cooking goat meat in a chimney.
Cooking goat meat in a chimney.
It was good because you didn't have to actually live off of human flesh, which
it's a nice upgrade.
I was proud of you seeing you take a goat out. I mean, have some birria.
Yeah, it's a nice upgrade when you find animals. Like, dude, when that game first started, animals were not that prominent. It was really uncommon to see like 2 goats, like I saw when I was streaming the game the other night, just chilling in an open field like that, and that easy to go get. Normally, you'd see one animal and it runs
Beautiful
far away.
scene. This dick kills one of them and leaves the other one alive to think about it. That's terrible.
I didn't need that much goat. I wasn't going to be greedy.
You should have at least killed the other one and you saved it.
Just for watching? What kind of sick mentality? I'm going to kill you to eat you to survive, and you're a witness.
Well, now that one's living alone, and it's sad because you killed its friend.
I might have did him a favor. He might have said Gary's a dick anyway.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Gary the goat sounds like he would.
Cut his skin off.
Okay.
Let's see how my parlays are doing there, or my live bets, actually.
What do we got going on in the game tonight? It's Green Bay and who?
Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. I've got David Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs to each record 5+ rushing yards in each quarter. Feels like a safe bet. And then I also have David Montgomery for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, 5 yards out of each running back in each quarter. That feels reasonable.
Yeah. You, by the way, speaking of football, have just turned it around, haven't you?
You just cockroach feeling like fantasy football, sir. You cannot kill me. Nothing can keep me down. People, I want you to understand, at the beginning of the season, all of these ass clowns laughed at me.
No, wait,
laughed at me. Laughed at me. First season, I was second place, so calm down on that. Last season, I was like 5th or 6th.
I thought you were terrible.
I was. This season, everybody tried to shit on me for drafting Travis Kelce as the first-round draft pick of my first-round pick.
Hey, mute it 1 second. He didn't draft Travis Kelce. Kelly drafted Travis Kelce.
But what you and everyone else needs to understand is now everybody can kiss my ass. Okay? Everyone.
You aren't in. Oh, well, you are in. You are in, aren't you? You're like.
Oh, absolutely. I'm 3rd in the league. I'm playoff bound, baby. We have one more this week that we're finishing up, and then it's playoff time.
Do you have this year's ring yet?
We don't. That's actually something I'm getting this week. Is picking
I was wondering what the color was.
I'm actually leaning towards neon green.
I got very jealous over seeing one in person.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice
very
rings.
Jealous. I don't care about the money. I want the ring.
The ring is almost as good a bragging rights as the money.
Oh,
ring you can show off to people.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be so annoying the first show if I win. It's just clinking it on the mic for Mike to hear. Just clinking it. Just I can.
Oh, if you ever win a season, we're not going to be able to hang out for a while.
Oh no, we absolutely are going to be able to.
Because you're gonna
be the guy who's holding my when the bridal veil trails behind them, my cape that I will get myself will trail behind me so far you'll have to hold it, and everywhere we go, bring it around the side of my.
I'm gonna get a special hat with a piercing in it, a hole right here, and just wear the ring.
No, I think what I want you to follow me around like Eric Rowan used to follow Bray Wyatt. Just dragging a chair for me to sit in everywhere I go.
Just drag a chair. You don't get a chair, you get a ring. He's trying to add things on. He's like, and then you're gonna be my chair boy.
And
I'm gonna win me a championship, and then you're gonna be my chair bitch. Watch.
Don't make me hit you with my scepter that I haven't told you you're getting me yet.
I'm buying a scepter. He's building his own championship. He's putting his own championship and his own reign together. He's making sure.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
In the future. I know when that happens.
Yeah.
Just roll with it. You'll pop right back in.
No, I know. Apparently.
So no, let's go back and talk about how I'm better
Wait.
fantasy football than you.
We have a week left. I still have a
And
chance
I'm better at
to
fantasy football than you.
At this moment, you are.
You drafted first round pick 2 years in a row. Let's talk about this.
My first round pick played a week and a quarter.
I drafted Travis Kelce, who's still playing.
My first round pick played a week and a quarter. And he's back on the injured reserve. Thank you, Christian McCaffrey, for that.
I'm going to normalize drafting a tight end in the first round. I'm going to be the person who normalizes that behavior.
You can say what you want, but even without my number one player overall and all the injuries I've dealt with, I'm just one behind you, buddy. And I'm coming for you because I've done the math. I've looked at it. If things go right, it's me and you in the first round. Oh, and next week, that's what we're talking about.
You're looking at the wrong things then, because I'm very confident that if two things happen that I'm very confident will happen, you will not be seeing me in the first round. No one will be seeing me.
You think you're going to get a bye? You think you're getting the bye?
If the two things that I'm banking on happen this week,
well, if it's
your
you
boy
is the way your parlays go, you're fucking.
Hold on, let's go look at the parlay real quick.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. I'm sure the parlay is fantastic.
Do you want to run thine mouth? Runneth thine mouth. That's a T-shirt. That could be like one of the like, if we ever get to the point where people want to pay us for a T-shirt. Runneth thy mouth.
We could get some good T-shirts. Runneth thy mouth. Can we do like a pea bucket shirt? Never mind.
A pea bucket. No, we just sell a pea bucket. Just sell a bucket. Just put our logo on a bucket. Just call it a pea bucket.
Oh man.
It could be any bucket.
What's that called?
Steel, like we need the buckets from like the metal buckets that peanuts come in at like a Texas Roadhouse.
Peanuts.
Those like stainless steel pails.
Oh God, like an old spittoon. An old spittoon.
Yes, that way like it's shiny from.
What is wrong with us?
It's shiny from the piss, and then after like he uses the same bucket for 3 years, it started to erode the inside of the metal, and you can kind of.
Is that called a golden massage?
Veneer.
Never mind.
Speaking
of golden,
golden bong.
Have you heard about the golden
bubbling?
A golden bong?
Because it's bubbling in the foot bath.
Oh God.
I'm still hooked on the fact that because
the fact that you said bong made me feel like someone was breathing it in or breathing through the bubbles.
Everybody around him is probably breathing it in.
Oh,
it's what I'm saying. Like
he's very proud of it. I mean, he insists why he didn't get injured as much.
The organization is letting him do it, and his teammates are co-signing the behavior. They're the ones, and I love you, Ocho Cinco. I got you up on the wall here, so I promise you, He wasn't.
He's a hell of a receiver. When he's doing that good,
he's the best. He's the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest to do it.
He probably sprinkled his fingers in it to catch the ball better.
And if he ever like hurts his hand, does it just say, fuck it, then
stop it.
Fingers in the PP tonight, boys.
Oh man!
And you walk in after they play the Steelers, and then you walk in the back, and he's just like this, both hands and feet in a bucket of piss, just hoping. People dread the day he gets the inflatable pool out.
God forbid.
They dread the day they walk into practice and just see a full size inflatable pool in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I was gonna say. Is like it all stops when it's like, how's your head injury? And he's just.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm done with that.
What are you making us piss in his helmet?
Yeah. Oh God, that's terrible. So what have I been doing?
Yeah, change the subject off of piss. I do think Ocho PP is a good episode title name though.
Ocho PP is pretty funny. Mm-hmm. It's got to be PEEPEE.
PEEPE hyphen.
Yeah, you got to bring the EEs out.
Hyphen.
No, I think PP with no hyphen.
One word.
Like Pee Wee. Well, no, Pee Wee was 2 words without a hyphen.
It was P-Wee.
Was it P-Wee?
Let me look this up. Was it
I don't think Pee Wee Herman had a hyphen. I think Pee Wee was P space Wee Herman.
Let's look it up.
Paging Mr. Herman.
No, P hyphen Wee. It's P hyphen
Wee. Is it P hyphen Wee?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's P hyphen Wee. Pee Wee Herman. P hyphen Wee Herman.
Yeah,
But hold on. What was the movie title? What was the show? Hold on.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Right, but I'm saying, how did it appear
in the
on the title card?
Oh, okay. Or Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
There's a hyphen in the title card of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
No shit.
Pee-wee's Big.
I was wrong.
And there's a hyphen in the title card of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So no, it is P-Wee. You want to be factual on this show, or you just want to make shit up? Every other podcast on the planet. We're the only ones that give these people the pissy truth.
I'm going to go ahead and drink every time you're full of shit.
You'll be drunk.
So, yeah. Anyway. No, we were bringing up Golden. Let me bring up something Golden. Not the shower. Have you heard? So, Major League Baseball's in an uproar.
MLB.
They're
always in an uproar about something. They're always changing a rule.
They're always changing rules and stuff like that.
Adding shit in, taking shit out, which some of it I think is
one rule I agree with that I really like, and that's that pitch clock.
Pitch clock has made the game a lot easier to watch.
Yeah, thank you, pitch clock, for at least gaining an hour back. I mean,
fucking Jesus Christ!
Some of the rules I don't understand, like the no shift on players and shit like that.
I don't pretend to know all the rules of baseball. I just watch the score. I know how batting works. That's about it.
I believe his name's Manfred or whatever. The commissioner of baseball has floated a new idea called the Golden at Bat.
The what?
The Golden at Bat.
Is that like the Golden Bachelor?
They're
gonna have like an old person.
It's an elderly cane.
It's just like, hey, it's Papa's term. The gold is this week on the Golden at Bat.
Wilbur gets to swing for the fences at Kaminsky.
Papa's gonna hit it to the ring, boys.
Oh yeah, the Golden at Bat would be at any time, once per game, a coach could have any player bat. So let's say it's the bottom of the ninth. You have a player coming up, and all of a sudden, nope, I don't want him to bat. We're going to have our best guy bat. Or maybe the best guy strikes out, and you're like, you know what? Let's give him another chance to bat again. You know what? Let's bring hit Ali De La Cruz's music. Ali comes on.
Ultimately, I think this is a great idea.
You think?
This puts an element of danger into the game and surprise into the game. Like, this is something that, like,
a lot of people are uproared about it. Like,
I can imagine if you're a traditionalist, you probably don't want this to happen.
If you want to have some fun, Google Golden at Bat and look up the articles that people are saying this is going to kill the game and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's not a rule it was floated as an idea like the way they floated other ideas. It's not like they're definitely going to do it, but the commissioner had brought it up as an idea.
All right, let's take a look at this on Fox Sports.
It would be called the Golden at Bat.
Oh, yeah. I got the MLB's Golden at Bat rule. What we know about the potential change. Rob Manfred floated the idea that would drastically change the foundation of how Major League Baseball is played. Hold on.
I don't know if it's drastic. It is it is the lingering notion that it could happen. But if it's just one time per game, I just feel like you're going to be a dick to a certain player. You're going to sit down. We want him to do it instead.
Let's see. So, well, Manfred didn't mention it. Let me see. Are there comments on this article? Can I see what people said about it? No, there's no.
No, there's other articles where you'll see, like, if you just like some of the titles of some of the articles and the opinion pieces are quite interesting about it.
I mean, I can understand it. Like, if you're a traditionalist, of course you're gonna want like a new rule introduced that completely changes the game that you loved and grew up. I get that in any sport. If you're a football player, soccer player, hockey player, baseball player, you're gonna have a affinity for the game that you're playing and the rules you're playing. I get that, but also, personally, that sounds really fucking insane. That's fucking cool. Yeah. I want to be at a game and I want to hear that, like, fuck, they're putting it like a crew, and the place pops like a rumble when somebody comes out because they switched it out. The music hits, and like that's gonna make great moments in baseball. And what I want to know, how far can we push this rule? Let's say I'm the coach, I'm the manager of the Reds. Let's just say rule of the game. All of a sudden, all of a sudden I slipped Mike Trout $1,000. He just shows up.
think they've got to be on the active game day roster.
No, let's make this fun, man. Like, you get once per game, anybody.
Oh, at that point, then you just start bringing in celebrity.
Exactly. At a certain point, if you're losing...
There's the golden bat, then there's also the celebrity batter.
The celebrity batter, and then you get celebrity pitcher.
Ocho comes out, his hands are fresh from tea.
Holy shit.
He grabs the bat.
Shakes the piss off
his hands.
Grabs the bat. He goes to dust him, but the dust just sticks to his hands. It doesn't go in the air at all.
Like the LeBron thing.
It just gets mud. No, it just splats and gets mud. Oh no, LeBron's the piss.
LeBron,
he throws the piss in the air, and everybody runs away from him. It plays what's that song? That boop, 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 like sports song.
I don't know what that is. That sports song?
Hold on, what's the LeBron sports song? Or the sports basketball song?
I don't like him. I don't want to talk about it. He doesn't get time.
Basketball song. Looking up basketball songs.
Speaking of basketball, I've been playing the new NBA 2K25. I'm telling you right now, I've said every season, and again this year, there is no sports game that beats the presentation that NBA 2K25 puts out. Literally, they're interviewing your players on the sideline, and it's their voices. And it's, the coverage during the game. At halftime, they go to the studio, and Shaq is in the studio, and I can't think of the other two guys' names. They break down highlights of your clip. No, it's not Charles Barkley. It's not a Gumball either. it's not one of those Gumballs.
Do you remember the Family Guy?
Yeah,
Gumball.
Gumble the cop
brother. Yeah, the brother. And didn't they also like the Gumball brothers once? When it was like a Smothers Brothers parody, but it was them.
I don't know about that. I remember Gumball, sure. But I say it is a hell of a game. It is unbelievably. I mean, number one, it's 139 gigs of space, just the base. But man. Yeah, they do. They stop taking up so much of our hard drive space.
I shouldn't have to decide, do I want to play Call of Duty, or do I want to play GTA, or do I want to... What do I want to have on my system right now?
Yeah, Call of Duty, I think, is the winner for the biggest space, right?
Every update adds another, 10 gigs.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. What are you drinking there, bud?
Cracking a beer.
Cracking a beer. All right, let's talk about your beer.
I need my lucha boy here.
Hey, look what I got here. Look what I got. I got your tag team partner.
We're tag team!
Yeah.
So I have...
Lucha Rojo.
Founders Breakfast Stout. Roasted coffee, sweet and decadent, double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. No?
Well, here's my thing. Founders Breakfast Stout, I don't get the chocolate from it. I always think when I take a sip of a stout or a porter, I'm getting chocolate or I'm getting coffee. Which side does it fall on for me? It's going to be one of the two. If it's too much coffee, I'm out. And for me, breakfast stout is exactly what you think. It's coffee. It's stout coffee.
That must be
and you're a big fan of coffee. I don't blame. I wish I could enjoy it as much as the people who enjoy it.
We're going to do get a magic tricks on the show one day.
Yeah, we'll make our goodness disappear.
Ooh.
Speaking of magic tricks on the show, I found a way to convert old VHS footage of yours truly from his younger days of producing doves and even producing. I would throw up gang signs I didn't understand at the time while doing magic tricks. Yeah, it was really funny. I understood it was by sight.
So we're going to take the audience there when they put on the show, watch it.
As long as we get to see clips of when you used to play as well.
I could pull up music videos. I pull up live videos. I even had a couple bands that did this stupid we're on the road. Here's a video of us on tour and just traveling and doing dumb shit. There's that.
You guys were going down 75 to Clifton.
Oh, I think there's one of us in Indianapolis or some shit like that.
Oh no, I found some backstage footage of me with. I'm wearing flannel pants. I am shirtless with a elastic strap around my chest that is fastened to hold my mic pack before I put my shirt on. No, it's not what I wear on stage, but it was worn underneath my outfit to put the mic pack on. And I also have bleached blonde hair that is in twisty spikes with red tips. I'm wearing white contact lenses and a lot of eyeliner.
There are videos of Very Fat Mike out there.
Very Fat Mike.
Very Fat Mike.
Are there different stages too? Is it like the evolution of Shark Man?
There's Fat Mike. There's
Bowling for Soup Fat. Sorry.
There's Heavy M Boys Mike.
Heavy M.
Yeah. There's Really Drunk and Got Banned from a Venue Mike. There's a couple we can pull up. There's a couple of videos. There's also I can pull up. There's just music. There's music. I can pull up old songs that don't have a video to them that we can show people. They just let them hear what I sound like and laugh at that bullshit.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I gotta tell you what I'm looking forward to though. We were talking about gaming. Indiana Jones this week. I sent you the review. It's coming finally. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Remember this review that you sent?
It's from, I believe it's IGN if I'm not mistaken.
IGN's review of this game, they give it 9. I'm assuming that's out of 10.
9 out of 10.
The review, Indiana Jones Great Circle. Let me do my this boy voice. With a host of generous and lavishly detailed levels, satisfying combat hinged on jaw-breaking haymakers, and a focus on slow-paced exploration, platforming, and puzzle solving, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an irresistible and immersive global treasure for indie fans who felt underserved by the last 2 films. That's an interesting lot. First off, I think our review voice is on point.
That's not the review voice. What that voice is, that is a movie preview coming soon. In a world. Exactly. A world where, man. Tell me about Jed Johnson.
In a world where one man dips his foot in piss. Can he heal? Is he the Ocho Piss Marine? How do you go piss get out? That's how the trailer ends.
Oh, man.
I have to put this pee-pee. You can't stop me. And he puts the foot in the bucket, cuts it black.
Baby, 1 half left in the Super Bowl.
We gotta get out there, Ocho. I'm all out of piss coach. No, you're not. Zip.
Oh, God.
Coach is pissing out at the end of the movie to get him going. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
The team. And at the end of the movie, he found out his ankle is snapped. He breaks his ankle on the field. He's in the back. He's crying. Coach walks in. How you doing? Broken, coach. Just, come on, you gotta get out. This is the champion. You're gonna win the Super Bowl. You gotta get your foot in the piss. I'm all out of piss, coach. Pulls the bucket up, shakes it. Hear one drop of piss rattle around.
You hear a drop of piss. Oh,
yeah, it's like a loud drop of piss. No more piss, coach. He goes, yeah, there is. Coach unzips and just starts pissing directly on his foot. But the coach has been dehydrated. That's something they picked up on earlier in the movie. The coach has been having bladder problems. That's the second thing. His wife's mad at him. She's threatening to leave him. Like
over his bladder problems? His wife's leaving him because of his bladder problems.
There's that moment.
What a bitch.
He's pissing on the coach's foot, and then the stream starts cutting off mid-piss. And everybody, and the whole audience is so
people are sure wishing the stream cut off.
And then, as the piss stream is dying off, Ojo, a tear starts rolling down his cheek, and then you just, the coach is like shaking his head, it's like slow, it's like, no, this season's over. And as he's so sad, you just hear a hand go on his shoulder. We got you, coach. And then the rest of the team all surrounds him. They all start pissing on Joe's foot. They're all straight on his foot. And this is a glorious team building bonding moment where they're all coming together and pissing on one man's foot together before they win the Super Bowl.
We were talking about game chance and great.
I wrote my own movie. My own movie.
Yeah, Chad in the Golden Circle.
And as it happens, as they're all pissing on the coach, this truly was our Golden Circle.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Right.
No.
That's motherfucker.
I'm just really excited to play that game next week. You ruined it for me. Maybe think about PP.
Chad.
No. Why? You got P for
We're gonna make a movie now.
Oh God.
We're gonna make Ocho in the Golden Circle.
Oh God.
Man.
That sounds terrible.
Oh.
I'm out.
No, you're not. Zip. How did Mike lose a co-host this week? Well, here's how co-host this week.
Yeah, right. So anyway,
yeah, something shot.
I guess we could. I think I have one around here somewhere.
I have one as well. What do you got?
I have something in the bag.
The bag. We need
I've only got 2 left in the bag. It's about
so
time to
get the table. We need to get the bag. Ooh, we need a graphic. I hit a button and it goes. It's like some cheesy. Get the bag.
Could be like looks like wrestlers in the bag out and then they dump it. It's these little like logos of alcohol.
There you go. And it's funny because there's so many wrestlers who don't.
I've got 2 in here. I've got 2 in here. I'm gonna drop one out.
All right, ready? Go.
Svedka strawberry lemonade. And next week will be Bird Dog Blackberry.
Let's go, Bird Dog. So you've got Svedka strawberry lemonade.
I do. I'm actually kind of excited about that. With some of the shit that I've had to drink lately, this is probably gonna be terrible.
I'm keeping it not very classic. Same as Jack Daniels earlier. I'm keeping it very shit. Anybody can go to the store right now and pick up. Can we say that's Crown never let you down.
Oh man, now is that the Crapple?
No, this is Crown Oil. 80 proof. H Life Crown Oil. Mad yourself. But you only have $15 Crown Oil.
If you're gonna make, what shot are you supposed to use Crown Royal for?
What shot are you supposed to use Crown Oil for?
Yeah, I see people talking about apple. I always think Crown Royal when I think of Washington apples. Sorry, I got worded that oddly, but yeah, I always think Crown Royal and Washington apples.
I can see that because it's got a sweeter, deeper, rich, like kind of caramely things.
If you're curious, this is what you start doing drink recipes each week too. So if you're home, you make a Washington apple, and half a Crown Royal, half ounce of some sour apple, splash of cranberry. Remember the word Royal Apple Crisp. Royal Apple and Ciaris cranberry.
So
I thought the things why people have these drinks is a lot of word clues.
You know what Crown Oil is? You pour Crown Oil into 7, and then you mix that with Coca-Cola. It's called a black tooth drink.
Black tooth drink.
It was the drink that Pantera drank when they went on stage, right? It was
no
their drink. Yeah.
Wait, you do that like
yeah, exactly. Like a highball portions, Crown 7 top of Coke.
Crown 7, that's interesting.
And there's also Brown Eye, which is just vodka and Coke that's you already served that.
What?
Yeah, that's from Bam Machine. Smells weird. So anyway, Crown Oil.
This guy's so hardcore. I have a pink bottle. Let's go. Cheers.
Well, Crown Oil's down, but I don't know if I can be loyal to the Royal. God damn! That's sugar bomb.
That was a hell of a little poetry there. Little Royal.
Delicious Crown Oil. Here's the goes.
That color doesn't come in. Yeah, I'll get first and strawberry.
The chase of Crown Oil with Founder's Bread Stout.
Oh, I thought you like almost like an Irish coffee. Like Canadian coffee.
It's a weird binge with it. It tastes like leather in a good way.
I can see that. Because I have described whiskey tastings as leather and good at times.
Yeah.
And I snap with whiskey.
Yeah, like good leather.
It smells like good leather.
Good leather. If you can like
a cologne called English leather. Yeah.
It smells good. It's like
cowhide. Although that one probably didn't. Get it, cowhide. Thank you. That was a joke I used on stage for years.
We all did.
I'll be here for another. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, we're going to close this pony shop up. We're going to jump online here on this video. And as always, like, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching this. Make sure wherever you podcast, you follow as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, you can find them all at 2dwh.com. 2D has 2DWH. Follow us on Instagram at 2DWH. Follow us on Twitch at 2D has YouTube at 2D or you can literally go to 2DWH.com. Don't follow me the hell for today.
Yeah.
I cracked it.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
You get breakfast with cream cheese and a bunch of seasoning, a bunch of stuff. They cook all day. And essentially, think of it as like
you shred down or you get the rest